Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started with this lesson today, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. All right. Now, in this lesson, all right, it's going to be based off of this TikTok post here by More Perfect Union, all right, on TikTok. And you see the title here, it says, Grok's data centers are poisoning this town. And now XAI is getting a 200 million Pentagon contract. You see? So you already see where this thing is going. All right, the military is getting ready to use AI, really already using AI as a weapon. All right, and using AI as a means of surveillance. All right, but let's get into this. The description, it says last week XAI announced that the Department of Defense will begin using Gronk. You see, which is AI. The announcement came as Gronk unveiled what it called Gronk for Government, a suite that allows agencies and federal agencies to adopt its chatbots for their specific uses. All right, and I got an article here. It says Army bringing in big tech executives as lieutenant colonels. Right, so you have the military bringing in these technocrats. You see, they have nothing that aren't really fit for fighting. You know, going out in war and killing people. They're not fit for that, but they're using it for the AI, man. They're using it for the AI. It says this first paragraph. It says four senior executives of big tech giants like Meta and Planeteer. You know what Planeteer about? That's been being mentioned up in the Hebrew Israelite community. Amongst GMS. Planeteer. You see, which are going to be used to surveillance the people, man. All right, by way of AI, Planeteer. It says are being sworn into the Army Reserve as direct commission officers at the unusually high rank of lieutenant colonel. Right, so these tech giants, these technocrats are coming into the Army, and they're getting high positions automatically. You see, they skip basic training, all the lower ranks, and they just getting a high rank into the military, man. So they're moving fast, man. They're moving fast. You see, it says officers at the unusually high rank of lieutenant colonel, as part of a new program to recruit private sector experts to speed up tech adoption. There you go, speed up. You see, the getting ready to come down with great wrath because that he had but a short time. You see, but that's not the point of this lesson. I just wanted to bring that out. I find that interesting. But the point of this lesson, all right, is going into how, well, we're going to read it. The second paragraph here in the description says, among other issues with this development is the fact Gronk is powered in part by poisoning the air over Memphis. All right, and that's why I really wanted to get into this lesson, all right, because of the poisoning. All right, the impact that these data centers are having upon the people, all right, of this I say America. You see, and it's not just the data centers. All right, this has been happening way before the data centers and AI. You see factories admitting these poisonous chemicals into the air, poisoning the people of that current city or town. You see with the chemicals in the food, the water. You see microplastics in the water. A whole paragraph of chemicals and ingredients in the food. You see, it's all set up to poison the people slowly, man, to kill the people off slowly, man. You see, and who's the main culprit? Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man. Today, starting with the elites of this society, man. All right, or what you would call the globalist, or the people behind the curtain. You see, the men behind the curtain. All right, the so-called white men. You see, not Israelites, but white men, which the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But enough of me talking. Let's get into this video, man. It's a whole mouthful in this video.
It's just like your whole world is collapsing down on you, and it's frightening.
Eastern Ox lives just over a mile.
You can't hardly breathe. It's just like your whole world is collapsing down on you, and it's frightening.
Eastern Ox lives just over a mile from XAI.
I really wasn't getting the fresh air. I was getting that pollution that was mixed in with everything.
You know how you light your stove and that gas seeps with the little ticking noise? That's what it smelled like.
Alexis Humphreys grew up
Damn.
here, one street away from Eastern.
When I smelled it the first time, I was asleep. And it woke me up because I thought gas was seeping in the house, but come to find out, we come outside and all the neighbors was outside trying to figure out what's going on.
The area around XAI leads the state in emergency department visits for asthma. Memphis has one.
Look, now look at this image right here. Who's responsible for building this? Now you know you have Esau. You know he'll have Jake. You know doing the dirty work and building up this stuff. But who's the one giving the okay to create abominations like this on the earth, man? You see Esau Edom looks at this and he'd be like, oh yeah, this is good for the earth. No, man, look at this shit. This shit looks dystopian like a motherfucker, man. You see, and it's poisoning this town in Memphis, man. All right, miss, mainly Jake over there. As we just saw, that was Jake. That was Israelites right there, man.
The highest rates of toxic air releases.
Look at that shit. All poison right there coming out that cloud right there. You see that?
Of any American city, and many of its most polluting facilities are in this neighborhood.
He was an ordinary dad.
But who's creating these facilities? Data centers, factories like that, and chemtrails and the food. Who's doing all this? You see, and people, they fail to call him out on it. It's the so-called white man. All right, Esau Edom. This man is unprofitable unto the earth, man.
Full of joy, full of jokes.
Last year, Alexis lost her grandfather, who struggled with a respiratory illness called chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD.
COPD is a breathing condition, but you don't get it unless you smoke cigarettes. And my granddad didn't smoke cigarettes, but every 3 weeks or so, my granddad was going to the hospital. He would have to get breathing treatments. I have asthma, bronchitis. My mom have just bronchitis, and now my granny has it.
Easter and her husband.
And I want to add, forgive me for stopping it. Esau Edom, he's very cunning, man. This man is very deceitful and cunning, and a fucking devil, man. You see, here it is. This man Esau Edom, he's poisoning the people. All right, he creates the big pharma and these pharmaceuticals so that these people, when they're sick, they can go to these pharmaceutical places and basically milk money off of them, off of the medicine that's not really getting them better. It's not getting to the root cause of it. All right, it's just curing it's just helping the symptoms, and it's not actually helping the people, curing the people. You see, this man is a devil. It's just to milk money from the people, man. You see, and that's why you have the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Shai out here, man. We're bringing up the charges on this man, telling you guilty, man, and that you got a judgment coming, man. All right, because you can't sit here on this earth and keep doing this shit for much longer, man. You see, the Lord's finna get ready to judge you, fucking Edomites, man. All right, you think all this is just gonna be unnoticed? You see that, like the Lord is just gonna is turning a blind eye to this, man? No, you can't run from your fucking judgment, man.
Husband have also developed COPD. What does it feel like?
Feel like you fixing to die.
Elon, what he did with Memphis is objectively somewhat dirty, but he's also doing it in an area where there's like a bigger natural gas plant right next door and like a wastewater treatment and a garbage dump nearby, right? And he's obviously made the world a lot
Elon, another Edomite, man.
more clean than that one data center.
In just 1 year, XAI has blown past existing polluters.
They're emitting somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 tons of NOx. I'm an air pollution guy, so I deal in those numbers all the time, and that's larger than anything else in Memphis.
Gas turbines like these release 3 main types of deadly pollution: nitrogen oxides, formaldehyde, and fine particulate matter. Nitrogen oxides combine with other pollutants to form ground-level ozone, which causes and worsens asthma and COPD. Formaldehyde causes cancer, and particulate matter, airborne soot, can pass through your lungs and into your bloodstream, causing heart disease.
Most companies that I've dealt with go to great lengths and spend a lot of money to make sure that the day they turn on their operations, they're also turning on their pollution control equipment. That's a given. For a company to do this, it's treating the people who live there as if they don't count.
You can't hardly breathe. It's just like...
Yeah, man, so there you have it, man. This devil is completely unprofitable, all right, unto the earth and to the people, man. It's not only hurting the people, but it's hurting the earth, man. All right, the trees, he's doing mass deforestations, all right, killing off wildlife, making wildlife go extinct. This man is just a complete and total, all right, cancer into the earth, man. You see, spraying cancer chemicals into the air, chemtrails. You see, all this is just, it's so much, man. There's so much iniquity that this man has done, man. All right, and the Lord, that's why we can have, comfort in this truth, man, because we know that, all right, eventually this shit is going to be put to an end, man. The Lord is finna get ready to destroy this fucking devil and destroy his whole entire system, man. All right? So let's get into these scriptures, man. All right? This is Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach 10 and verse 3. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. All right, and that's what this man is. This Esau Edom is an unwise king. All right, we know that the Heavenly Father has given power unto this devil, all right, to be able to do the things that he's doing upon this earth. And we're going to get that, but I just want to finish this precept. So this man, this damn Esau Edom, he's unwise, man. All right, you destroying your people, man. You see, not only the Israelites, but even your own people, your own Edomite, all right, brothers and sisters, you destroying them, man. You see the regular Joe Schmo Edomite out here, working right along with the Israelites. Hey, you destroying them too, man. You see, it just shows you the mindset of this devil, man. He don't give a fuck about nothing but his own greed and power, man. You see? And the Most High despises men like that. Verse 4, Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set up over it one that is profitable. You see, so the Lord, all right, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. You see, and he sets up, all right, particular nations, all right, to rule over the earth. All right, and now in this current time, you have the Lord giving the earth into the hand of the wicked. So let's get that. Job, all right, 9 and verse 24. All right. Now I want to make a quick point. You think in our society, you think in our kingdom, all right, the Israelites kingdom, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you think in our kingdom you're going to have people, breathing in cancer chemicals, breathing in chemicals and, eating all types of defiled food and drinking microplastics. We ain't even going to do that to the heathen, man, when we ruling over them. You see? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? So the earth was given. Given by who? Given by the Heavenly Father. You see? Ultimately, the Heavenly Father got all the power. But he gives power, or in rulership, what? To certain nations. And this particular nation being the wicked. Being Esau Edom. All right, the wicked. Esau Edom is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Let's prove this. Let's get Malachi 1 and verse 4. All right, now going based off that knowledge we just got in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Let's prove who the wicked is. Malachi 1 and 4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. You see? So what does the border of wickedness mean? Meaning, wherever Esau Edom is, wherever he's dwelling, there will wickedness be. All right? And going based off of the knowledge in Job 9:24, all right, the wicked has control over the whole earth. You see? So therefore what? The whole earth, all right, is under the vibration of wickedness because of what? The king thereof, the ruler thereof, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right? You can't say Jake, all right, is in rule. You can't say Moab is in rule over the whole earth. No, you could only say this about the so-called white man today, man. Esau Edom, that's his true biblical nationality. All right, Esau Edom is slated for a great destruction. Okay? And the Lord hath indignation against these people. All right, and it's going to be forever. The Lord is going to have this anger. All right, this righteous anger for this people, man. All right, because look at what he's doing upon the earth, man. Look at what these nation of people are doing upon the earth, man. You see? Doing to the people. All right. So let's get where was I at? Yeah, let's get Ecclesiastes again. Ecclesiastes, all right, the book of Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set he will set over it one that is profitable. And the one that is going to be profitable, all right, for the earth, all right, and for the people is going to be the Israelites. All right, again, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, now just a quick note, just because you may look like a so-called, may look like these other nations, all right, you may be an Israelite. If this truth, if your spirit resonate with this truth, you believe in the words that we're speaking, all right, more than likely you're an Israelite. So just don't go based off of, what you look like. You see, a lot of people, they like to slander this ministry of ours by saying we're black Hebrew Israelites, but you got brothers in this truth that look like the so-called white man. You say it look like other nations, you see, but they're really Israelites. You see, because we know that our people have been scattered to the four corners of the earth, and they're going to be looking like the nations whether they've been scattered to. You see, so just we don't, this is not a color thing. Just to say that off the bat. So let's get back into the point. It says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, and that's going to be the Israelites, man. The Israelites are in their rule, and our rulership is going to be a profitable one, or the righteous one. You see, you ain't gonna have chemtrails being sprayed into the air. You ain't gonna have people drinking out of plastic bottles. You ain't gonna have rivers polluted with chemicals. All right, food polluted with chemicals. All right, trees can't grow fruits. You ain't gonna have none of this in the kingdom of heaven. All right, when it's going in the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. All right, it's going to be ruled by the Israelites, starting with Yahweh Shai. All right, and Yahweh Shai, whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus, his true name is Yahweh Shai. All right, he's a dark-skinned man. He's not a damn Edomite, so-called white man. He's a dark-skinned man, an Israelite. All right, and if you don't believe that, you can get the fuck on watching my video, man. You don't have to watch this video. All right. So the Lord, all right, in due time, he's going to set over. He's going to set up the earth, all right, with a righteous rulership. All right, in due time, he's going to set over it one that is profitable. And that's the Israelites, because this man, this current ruler, Esau, Edom, he's not profitable unto the earth. All right, he's the exact opposite. All right, he's a detriment unto the earth, all right, and to the people thereof. You see, he's a cancer, all right, a malignant tumor upon this earth, man, that needs to be cut out, man, immediately. Well, we know the Lord gonna have his time. It's all according to prophecy. So let's get Daniel. All right. Matter of fact, I'll get Revelation. All right, let's get Revelation 6. And verse 4. All right. Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red. All right. What does a horse represents? All right, represents power. All right, that was red going back into Esau, Edom. You see, going back into Genesis, all right, where Esau came out red all over. You see, the scriptures give you hints on who this is talking about. All right, it says, and power was given to him. You see, going back into Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see, so the earth, our power, all right, was given by the Heavenly Father to Esau, Edom. All right, to be able to do the things that he's doing upon his earth. The power is given to him that is sat thereon to take peace from the earth, right? And that's surely what he did as we're going into this, man. You have all types of madness, wickedness, and poison going on in this earth, man. And it's all because of the king thereof, the one who has power in this earth. You see, it says, take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, right? Again, going back into Genesis, where Esau, Edom was given his birthright of the sword. You see, and he indeed used that sword, his blessing to its full extent, all right, by poisoning the air, all right, the food, the water, all right, killing off the people slowly, man. All right, and this is just one example of it, man. All right, people in that town of Memphis can't even fucking breathe. The majority of the people in Memphis got asthma. COPD. You see? Fucking ridiculous, man. All right, and that's why you Israelites should just wake up, man. All right, arise and ye depart. Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, man. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction, man. This place is going to destroy us, man. And in that departure, when it says arise and depart, it's not talking about a physical departure. All right, it's talking about a spiritual departure. All right, departing your mind from the ways of Babylon. All right, to getting your mind off of this so-called white man system, man. his beast system, and coming back unto the obedience of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. So again, Revelation 6 and 4, power, basically roughly paraphrasing, look, power was given unto this devil to be able to take peace from this earth. All right, poison the air, the water, the food, the people, the trees, the animals, everything, man. You see, climate change and the ozone layer. You see all this stuff that's happening upon this earth. You know, the all happening upon this earth. You know, all the bad things and poison that's happening upon this earth is all because of this man. You see, and he'll try and point the finger and blame all mankind, humans. You see, no, but it's you, man. No, it's you. Who's the one building factories and data centers and all these shit, man? It's not Jake. Jake don't own shit in this place, man. Jake don't own data centers and building data centers everywhere. You know, Israelites are not, you know, which Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Again, all right, you don't have our people, all right, building up, you know, factories emitting poison air. You see, you don't got our people making these foods and putting all types of chemicals in it and selling it out to the people as a healthy product. You don't have our people doing that. There's only one group of people that's doing this shit, man. You see? And if you deny that shit, you just blind, man. And you need to stop watching this video. You need to go on about your life until a missile hits your ass, man. All right, get a spoon and a fork ready. You know, put the napkin in your shirt and get ready to eat a fucking missile, man. All right, because the Lord ain't dealing with you. All right, if you can't see that this man, all right, is unprofitable to the earth and that he's ruling over the earth, you know, amen. You can't see that shit. Just get on somewhere, bro, because we're not finna explain it to you anymore. All right, so let's get let me get Daniel. All right, Daniel 7:9 verse 25. All right, Daniel 7:5, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Who are the saints of the Most High? The Israelites. All right, you can go to matter of fact, we'll just get that. We'll prove that real quick. All right, let's get Psalms 50. All right, just proving who the Israelites, the saints are. The saints are the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today. Okay. Let's see. Please forgive me. Here we go. Psalms 50:5. It reads, gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. Now, who's the only people that made a covenant with the Heavenly Father by sacrifice? That's the Israelites, going back into the time of Exodus. You see? The only nation of people that have ever made a covenant with the Heavenly Father, all right, was the Israelites. You see? Plain and simple. So that's who the saints are, the Israelites. All right, so going back into Daniel 7:1. Or 7:24, or 25. All right, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change the times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand until a time and the times of the dividing of times. You see, and the main point I want to get out of this is wear out the saints, and that's indeed what Esau Edom has done. All right, Esau Edom and his whole oppressive white supremacist system has done nothing but wear out the saints, man. The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and this is a good point. Look, because you go into this Memphis, you know, and you go in,
Alexis Humphreys,
Jake, man. You know, the people that are being interviewed here are Jake. You know, they're Israelites, man.
All these are in this neighborhood.
The town of Memphis. This is a predominantly Jake neighborhood, man. Being poisoned. You see, so Esau is wearing out the saints, man. Even not even just with data centers and, you know, the air, the food too. You know, Jake, you put Esau Edom. He puts these, you know, nasty ass restaurants, and you know, you don't got a Sprouts in the hood, man. You know, just go to the hood down here, even down here in Houston. Go to the hood. All right, you ain't gonna see no Sprouts. You're gonna see a bunch of fast food restaurants and a Fiesta. You see, selling all types of bullshit food, man. You see, you ain't gonna see a Sprouts, and really Sprouts is nothing anyway. All the food is polluted in this place, man. When you think you eating good, you're really not eating good, man. Cause everything you eating fruits, the fruits is defiled. You eating vegetables, the vegetables are defiled, poisoned. You eating good eggs and chickens, farm pasture raised chickens and whatever, man. Everything is fucking defiled, man. You see, and it's all because of this fucking devil, man. You see, and the Lord ain't gonna have this man rule any longer, man. Lord finna get ready to take this man down. We can see it, all right, as we speak, man. Proverbs 29. Let's get Proverbs 29 and 2. All right, it says Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And that's what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, ruled by the Israelites. All right, starting with Yahweh Shai. You see, in the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. You see, when the Israelites are in authority, hey, the people are going to be rejoicing, man. You're going to have people with diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease in the kingdom of heaven, all right, as prominent like you have today, man. You see, and really why these people have these certain diseases is because of what Esau Edom is doing. What he's putting in the food, the water, the air. You see, poisoning the people, poisoning the earth, poisoning the animals. You see, you ain't going to have that in the kingdom of heaven. You see, the earth is going to be producing at its fullest extent, man, because of wisdom is being, because what? Wisdom is going to be flourishing, throughout the whole earth, man. Because of who's in rule, the Israelites. All right, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But it says, but when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn, man. Right, and that's what you have today, man. The wicked are indeed in rule, man, and people are mourning. All right, suicide rates at an all-time high. All right, diseases is running rampant at an all-time high. All because of the wicked are bearing rule, man, and people are mourning, man. You don't see people walking around with a happy-go-lucky smile on their fucking face. You see people, you go on TikTok, you see people are fucking complaining about the situation and the condition that they're in. How they're sick, and they can't get proper care. You see the medicines ain't helping them. They're sick and they ain't got enough money. Because all these insurance companies do is milk you for money. That's all it is. It's just all for a fucking profit, man. All for a fucking profit, man. A profit off of your sickness, man. Off of your pain and suffering, man. That's why we tell you Israelites, man, to depart from this place, man. Stop taking up for your fucking oppressor, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, man. Stop taking up for this man. You see? This man wants nothing to do with you. He wants to kill you, man. He's doing it slowly, man. You see? But our people, they want to listen, man. They don't want to listen. They want to continue to cling on to this man and his system. You see? Until eventually it destroys them, man. From the inside out. All right? So, let's get, I'm gonna get Revelation, Revelation 11, I'll probably end it there. It just, that's one thing that really makes me, I say mad, I say really mad and angry, man, but a righteous anger. It makes me really mad to see, how the earth is, polluted in the way it is, man. The earth, and the water, the air, the food, how we can't even go into the grocery store, and get proper food, man. Proper food that's going to nourish your body, all right, to help with your health, man. You can't even get that here. You see, and it's all because of this fucking devil, man. Yes, we blame you, man. All right, we're bringing up the charges against you, man. All right, we're telling you your judgment, Esau. All right, rightfully so, man. Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. In the time of the dead, that they should be judged. And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, right? Those that are out there preaching his word, man. All right, the prophets are going to indeed get the reward, and the elect are going to get the reward. And that's who the prophets are, ultimately, the elect, the 144,000. All right, and you also have the elect within the elect, all right, the great multitude of men, women, and children whom the Lord will have mercy upon, But they're going to get that reward, man, all right, for enduring, all right, keeping the faith unto the end. He says, and to the saints, right, the Israelites. It says, and them that fear thy name, small and great. All right. And shouldest destroy them that destroy. Well, I want to read this with emphasis, great emphasis, man. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Now, who is that? Who is the one that's destroying the earth as we speak today? A main example here, right here. This man. All right. This man, Esau Edom, all right. He's destroying the earth. All right. And eventually he's going to get his judgment. All right, he's going to be destroyed because what? You committed all these iniquities and sins. All right, and you're going to be destroyed for it, man. All right, should have destroyed them, which destroyed the earth, man. And that's indeed what he did, man. But hope that was pretty much it, man. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Everything is defiled, man. All right, everything is poison: the food, the water, the air. All right, people, receiving all these diseases. All right, sicknesses. It's all because of this damn devil, man. He's the culprit. You see, and don't be deceived by him. He pointing the finger and it's mankind, it's humankind. Humans are such evil. Look at what we're doing to the earth. No, it's not we. No, you, not we. You. You're the fucking culprit, Esau Edom. I hope you listening to this shit, man. You're the fucking culprit. And I want you to know that the Lord the Lord sees all this, man. What you're doing is not finna go unpunished, man. At all. Profiting off of the pain and suffering of the people, man. Even your own people. You profiting off of them. And more so the Israelites, man. Profiting off of us. Off of our pain, our suffering, man. You see? You ain't never been sick, man. Slack, I'm just gonna go on a rant. Slack here. But that was pretty much it, man. Hopefully this lesson was edifying, man. And that something could be learned out of it. But with that, just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Hakudash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom.